Good morning, guys. I had just recorded an entire video with an update on what we're doing with the Sync Up conference, and I realized that the video was glitching out and it looked really terrible, so I'm gonna just reshoot it here on my phone. But I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a behind-the-scenes look at where we are with the Sync My Music event. We're actually gonna be calling it Sync Up. That's actually gonna be the title of it, and it's likely gonna be happening June 3rd and 4th, which is a Saturday and Sunday, in Los Angeles near the LAX airport. So thanks to all of you guys that submitted and put in your answers for that survey that I gave out to all of you guys here. About 100 of you guys submitted what you would prefer, where you'd prefer the event to be and all that kind of stuff. And it was actually evenly split between Nashville, New York, and LA. LA beat it out just by a few votes, and I realized no matter where we have this event, 2/3 of you guys are gonna be a little bit pissed. So sorry about that. Hopefully you can still make it. But the really good thing about having it in LA is that a lot of music libraries are in LA. So it's going to be a lot easier for us to secure them and get the music library CEOs to attend the event and have you guys actually meet them, ask them questions, kind of get to know them a little bit more on a personal basis. So I think it's actually the best decision, considering that I know many of you guys are all over the country and all over the world. I know a lot of you guys that are not in the States, it's probably going to be impossible for you to make it. I hope you can, but I do understand. But I do want to let you know that it will be an event where you can attend virtually. Okay, so I am going to have a virtual ticket option where you can stream the entire event. I'm still working on a way to try to create some sort of a networking opportunity for you guys that are going to attend virtually. I definitely want to allow those of you that are going to attend virtually, if you want, to be able to pitch your music to these music library CEOs, because I know that's a big feature that a lot of you guys are looking for. You want to be able to submit your music to these guys who essentially you want to get to know them a little bit better, hear from them directly, and then be able to pitch them. So I'm going to create an option for those of you that cannot attend in person and can only attend virtually to be able to pitch to the library CEO. So that definitely is going to be added. Other features, we're going to be working on those and see what we can do. But of course, the primary focus of this event will be the in-person attendees. There's going to be essentially two different types of tickets that you can sign up for. One's going to be a sort of just a general in-person ticket where you can show up, meet me, meet all the other members, meet the library CEOs, network, create relationships, all that good stuff. And then there's going to be a step above that. Well, by the way, the in-person general tickets, you will be able to submit your music as well to the library CEOs. Everybody who attends in person will be able to submit to the libraries. And there's going to be a premium option if you want some live feedback during the event. And then I'm actually going to also include an option, and I'm in the process of putting it together now, to actually create a private dinner where myself and the library CEOs are going to attend, and I'm probably going to limit it to maybe 10 attendees. I can't make it a massive, huge thing, so we're probably going to limit it to 10 people. So it's going to be a premium added benefit. You will have to pay for that, but I do want to make that available because I know some of you guys are interested in something like that, and even getting a little closer to some of these individuals. So I want to make sure that that's also an available feature for those of you. But no matter how you attend this event, whether you're virtual or in person or any ticket you purchase, there will be an option for you to submit your music directly to these libraries. Now, I want to make sure it's clear, though, we're going to do that in a very organized way, okay? I'm not going to have the libraries show up to the event and have members just bombarding them and throwing them, USB sticks and CDs and whatever, right? So I don't want them to come out of there with their own swag bags of everybody's submissions. So it's going to be an exclusive online link, like a portal, that I'm going to create, and I'm only going to issue it to those of you that have signed up for that added feature. And what I recommend all of you guys that are going to hopefully join us is you want to probably wait until you hear from the library CEOs. Then you got some more insight, you've got some personalized information on who they are, what they're looking for, what's really going to excite them. And one of the questions I'm going to ask them is like, what makes a very impressive submission? Like, what do you look for and makes you go, damn, we got to sign this producer? So you want to get that information first before you submit your tracks to the library CEO that you want to submit to. We are going to have the event, as I said, at a LAX airport. It's our hotel essentially near the airport, and it's going to be an all-in-one kind of a location. So you'll basically, if you are flying in, it'll be a quick Uber ride to whatever the the hotel is going to be. So you'll be able to stay there, get your room there. We'll get a block of rooms. And the event will be literally just downstairs in the hotel. And that VIP dinner that I think we're going to put together will also likely be at the hotel. If not, it'll be within walking distance. So I definitely don't want to, whoops, sorry about that. I don't want us to be having to, bus a whole bunch of people to another location. So that was also one of the bits of advice that I heard from somebody who's put on some organizational conferences like this, saying, keep it small, keep it focused, keep everything in one place so that it's really easy. People aren't getting confused. Nobody really, gets left behind or misses out on where the event's going on. So I'm going to definitely keep it as streamlined as possible. And on that point as well, I'm keeping this event very, very focused on music library CEOs. I know some of you guys wanted maybe music supervisors or music editors, which I think would be great. And if we do this in future years, we will certainly think about adding music editors. I think are going to be the most valuable for you guys to get to know. So that's definitely going to be on the agenda moving forward. But for this first event, I really am going to just only be inviting music library CEOs. It's going to be primarily focused on you guys, composers, producers, and how you can serve the needs of a music library CEO. And because basically they got to serve the needs of their TV film clients. So I think getting those relationships established, getting that information, and also just hearing directly from these kinds of companies, that's what most of you guys could really benefit from right now. Because I know a lot of you guys, some of you are working with libraries and getting started and starting to see your placements, but I think the vast majority of you are still in the waiting to get accepted by a library. You've submitted to a few, haven't heard back, got rejected, or maybe you haven't even submitted yet. So I know that's a vast majority of you guys, that's where you are in your career. So I'm going to try to serve those of you the most that are in that particular category. But of course, no matter where you are in your journey, hanging out, making friendships, connecting with other people that are doing this, meeting other library CEOs, never hurts your career. Trust me, it can never be a bad move for your career to make sure that you feel that you're just connected to other people in this business, because as you guys know, it's a very isolating and kind of a quiet industry when you're working completely from home remotely. So this will be one step out for us to get together, hang out. I'm really excited just to meet you guys. Like, it's been weird that since I started this company in 2016, I've done Zoom calls with many of you guys, but I've never met any customers, any students, anybody in person. And so it feels like this entire company I've started has been a complete virtual company. It's almost like not real, even though I know you guys are real and you have real careers and real things going on. But up until this point, you've been just an email address, an icon, and some text on a screen. That's pretty much the most I've interacted with many of you guys. So I really like that I'm really excited. This is going to be sort of bringing our relationship into more of a 3D place, right? It's going to feel more real. Hopefully you guys will get a feel for me a little bit better rather than just see me inside of a square all the time, right? Inside of this one little room. So I think it's just going to be kind of a cool thing to just sort of expand our community and just to make this feel a little bit more like a real connected community that we really actually are. And this will sort of take it to that next level. So I'm really, really excited about that. Regarding tickets and when they're going to be available and the prices and all that good stuff, that's all be in the works, so don't worry, we don't have any announcements for that yet. I think in December or January, we're going to have pre-sale tickets. So what I need to do, I'm going to just sort of give you guys a little look at my process. I've never put on an event like this, and this is just the process that makes sense to me in order to kind of make it all work. So you kind of you basically plan it in steps. You don't just sort of throw it out there and see what happens. So step one has been to get the music library CEOs confirmed. So I've got, let's say I've got 3 confirmed, a 4th one that is pretty much confirmed, but I haven't gotten the 100% yet. So we're gonna say 3 for now. I ideally would like to get 5 or 6 fully confirmed for the event. I'd feel comfortable with that number, but for sure 3 that are really solid guys are saying that they're interested and they're ready to come. So I'm like, that's really, really cool. But I'm definitely gonna get those speakers confirmed first. Once they are confirmed, and then I'm going to put together a little bit of a schedule and figure out how I'm going to have those library CEOs interact with us at the event. Then I'll put together the pre-sale tickets, essentially. So I'm going to put together a schedule. Again, we're not going to have the location yet, though. So I'm not booking anything yet, basically. So I'm making sure that you guys are happy with the library CEOs that I have coming. You're happy with the event. It feels like something that would be beneficial for you. And I'm going to be pretty much just allowing SyncEdge and Sync Academy members and Pro Feedback members access to that pre-sale link. Okay, so just want to let you guys know, I'm not going to put it out for everybody on YouTube and all over the place. It's going to be probably 50% off the ticket price, and it's only going to be for those of you that are already kind of in our community. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a benefit if you're already in Sync Academy, SyncEdge, or Pro Feedback. Okay. Once we have those ticket numbers, then I'm going to know, okay, how many members are actually going to show up, right? If it's 20, I don't need a big event, location rather. If it's 100, I'm going to have to really think about scaling this thing up quickly, okay? So I need to get that number. I need to gauge your guys' interest in actually showing up to this thing first. Once I have those numbers, then I can go secure the location, okay? Then I know what kind of location I need to get. It doesn't make sense for me to go book a huge room right now if only 20 people show up. It doesn't make sense for me to book a tiny room if 100 people book their tickets. So I'm gonna basically get the numbers first, and then I know what I'm working with and what I need to accommodate us in terms of also just all the rooms. Maybe we need to get a huge hotel rather than maybe a smaller boutique hotel. I don't know. So I need to see how committed you guys are first for making this event actually happen before I can go to that next stage. And then once we have the location, I might go out and try to reach out, get a couple of sponsors if I can, but if not, I know it's a first time deal, so that might be a tricky thing on the first year, but I'm pretty optimistic that I'll be able to find some companies that are interested in maybe putting their logo on this or being a part of it in some way that is meaningful for them. So we'll see about doing that. And then it's just a matter of literally getting you guys all of the location details, and then you guys can start booking your flights. I'll give you all the information on hotels, or at least the block of rooms that I'm going to reserve at the hotel that we'll have it at. So everything will come in terms of, I will email all of you guys that sign up for the event. I'll give you all the details as we get forward to it, including links to submit your music if you're gonna get a live review or if you're gonna submit music to the CEO. So all that stuff it's kind of just all the details that we'll have ironed out and figured out. So just giving you guys my updates, my thoughts on where we're at with this event, and I hope many of you guys can make it. I really hope I meet some of you guys that I've just been seeing your comments on my YouTube channel for many years, or just in Sync Academy, or wherever we've interacted. I really hope some of you guys can make it in person. That would really, really be fun. All right, talk to you guys soon.